Hey y'all, hey, happy Saturday. I'm Ashley and this is For Dizzy Birds. We're back from vacation and we've got to get back to business. In this video, we're going to be stuffing our weekly challenge binder. We will also be stuffing our emergency fund. And if we can do it, we're going to finish the Christmas box. So if you want to see how many challenges we finish or if we finish the Christmas box, you'll just have to tune in. Hang around, all right? See you in just a bit. Hey y'all, hey! It's Saturday. We got back from our camping trip yesterday. So, full disclosure, I'm still trying to get my life back together. But first order of business was taking care of some Etsy orders that came in while we were on vacation. So thank you all for that. And of course, we had to get right to filming our weekly videos. So, life goes on. We had a great time on our trip, and I will talk a little bit about that throughout the video. But I'm very excited to be back with all of you. I missed it. So I want to get right into it. So, up first, as always, we got to take care of business with our conversation cards. So, let's see what we have as far as a question this week. Okay. What's your favorite way to spend a rainy day? So we've had a couple of questions about sunny days, and y'all know that's not my thing. But what is your favorite way to spend a rainy day? Well, I particularly love being inside. I'm not big on being out in it, but especially in the camper on a camping trip when it's raining, the sounds of the rain and the smell of the rain and kind of just sitting there, maybe reading a book and working on some artwork. That's a really great way for me to spend a rainy day. I don't particularly want to have to get out in it if I can avoid it, but man, I love spending a rainy day inside. How about you? What's your favorite way to spend a rainy day? All right, comment down below. Let us know. All right, so that's out of the way. Up next is the emergency fund. We're using our Oh Poop challenge. So I'm going to set this aside and get that out. Hope y'all had a good week. I know, and especially if you weren't on vacation like us, you might be like, yeah, I'm really glad the weekend's here. And honestly, I am too. Really glad the weekend is here. We had a great trip, but when you're on a trip for long enough, it just, sometimes you're just like ready to come back. And that's kind of where we were. So we wrapped up the camping season and we had a great time. The weather was amazing. Could not have asked for better weather. Um, so no complaints there. It was a great way to wrap up the camping season. But it was a long enough trip that we were ready to come home. So got 2 days before we got to get ready for work. Lots to do, of course. So I'm glad we're here. All right, emergency fund. We have $30 today. So that's our minimum amount each week to stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and color this in really quick and tell you a little bit about the trip. So, like I said, the weather was perfect. We went to a place where the leaves had started changing. They haven't quite here where I live now, which is weird because this is only about 3 hours away, so you wouldn't think it would be that different, but it was. It was very orange and brown, and the wind was blowing, and leaves were falling, and fall had definitely come. Where we went to Natural Falls State Park. It's our first time there. It's in Oklahoma, right on the edge of Oklahoma and Arkansas. So we had not been there yet, and it is kind of a smaller park. It was really quiet, and the hiking was fairly easy, which I like. And they have this beautiful waterfall there that you can go and visit, and lots of little hikes past babbling creeks and whatnot. And our youngest, Finn, loves to go hiking, so he really enjoyed it. All right, $30 going in to our emergency fund today. Wish we had just a little bit more, but like I said, every week is a little bit different, and we just We have to make sure we're stuffing at least 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 450, 470, 480, 490, 495. And that's right where we should be. So as a reminder, our goal for the month of October in our emergency fund is 500, and we're at 495, and we still have a couple of weeks to go. So it looks like we're going to meet that. So that's fantastic. All right, so we'll go ahead and put that away now that business is taken care of there. And we will get into our weekly challenge finder. All right, so last week we did finish some challenges. So I had some empty spots. Up first is one that I purchased from Liz and Les. You guys may recognize it. I showed you this last week, but I've seen several other Sladas. It's just adorable. All of her challenges are adorable. But this one is Candy Corny, and it's little candy corns dressed up for Halloween. And they're adorable. And it gives you an option here. Top number, if you save the top number, it's save $50. The bottom number, save $100. And I've even seen some save both numbers. So we need to decide what we're going to do there. And you know what? I've got some big goals, and I'll talk a little bit about why that is. So I think I'm going to go ahead and try for both numbers. But you know what? I'm jumping ahead here. A little bit of a hot mess, aren't I? Before we do this, I have to tell you how much we have to save with, right? So this week we have 170, which is a little bit more than normal. So I'm going to go ahead and count that really quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 150, and 170. Okay? Sorry about that. I just skipped right over that part. Yes, we have 170 today. And since we have a little bit more than most weeks, I think I am going to go ahead and shoot for saving both the top and the bottom number. We've got some good goals going this month and next. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So let's see, where do we want to start? So maybe we will take care of, how about this guy down here, this jack-o'-lantern with the witch's hat? If I save both, it will be $15. I don't want to tear it. How cute is this? Okay, now the question is, can I stick this on straight? Some days. Hey, look, I think I did it. I did it. Yay. Okay. So $15 going into that. Let's see. 10 and 5. I'm debating whether to do another one. We'll stop there. And if we have some more money after we get through all of our challenges, we can always come back. But we'll have to do a little bit more if we want to finish that before the end of October. All right, so up next is Spooky Budgets, our cards. Let's see what we got there. All right. So this is our second set of Spooky Budgets cards. As you can see, very spooky characters on the front. Let's shuffle a little bit, and let's go ahead and pick 2, 1, and 2. And let's see what we end up with. All right. Okay, we have the High Priestess and Death. Ooh, very Halloween-y. Let's see what we have in store. Okay, 5. That's not too terrible. So yeah, the trip was great. The weather was great. It even actually got down into freezing temperatures at night. Thankfully, we have a camper with a heater, and so that was fine. The only thing that we were a little disappointed about was that there was a burn ban, which I don't know about you, but my husband and my dad are both completely obsessed with fire. What is that about, guys? Just obsessed with fire. So they were a little disappointed they could not have a fire. And at first I was not too disappointed, but then when it started getting really cold, I was like, man, a fire would have been really great. So, you know, alas, we did not have that. All right, so we have $14 going in today. And what I'm doing is I'm looking to see if we can condense it all, which we can. I just want to make sure. So I'm putting 20 back, and I'm going to grab this 20 here. All right. So far in Spooky Budgets, we have 20, 40, 50, 51, 52, 53, and 54. $54 so far, and just a few cards left to go on this one. So we've still got a couple stuffings left before the end of October, so I think we'll be okay there. On that note, because we have so many great Halloween challenges that we're working on right now, I've decided that even if we aren't quite done by the end of October, I'm going to try. But if we're not, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm still going to finish it because I love them too much to just stop. So we will transition from Halloween or spooky time into fall or Thanksgiving as soon as we can. But we're going to finish any challenges that we've already started, even if we hit the end of October. Okay, so up next, we finished a challenge last week from this. So we have a new freebie to share. This comes from Debt Free by 43. It says, Hocus Pocus, I need coffee to focus. Love it. I can do this as a roll and save, or I could just decide a number, and I think I'm going to do that. I think we're going to do $2, and we will just mark off $2 for each one that we complete. And let's see, there's 5 in a row, so how about we do 2, 2, or 5 twos makes $10. We'll just start there. I want to make sure that we can get to the games. We've got some fun games to play. So $10 will start this one off. Of course, I will link these creators down below if you want to grab that freebie for yourself. Okay, this freebie comes from the Budgeting Introvert. It's from when I ordered this dice tower. It obviously came as an actual physical product, so she just included it in my order, and it's just adorable little skellies. And so we're going to start that today. It says it's save 75. All right, so number 1 right here starts us off with 11. Wowza. Let's do one more. 1, 2, 3 over here, and 6. So a total of 17 today going into this one. So how about y'all? Do you like a fire? I know that during the fall, a fire is nice. And it's not that I don't like fire. I think they're nice as well, but I could live without it. But I'll tell you what, this weather was cold enough that I was a little bit disappointed that we didn't have it. All right, so $17 going in. But other than that, the trip was great. My dad and mom always set up like an outdoor movie theater kind of in the woods, and that's always a lot of fun. We watch scary movies. My mom and I love scary movies any time of year, but especially this time of year. So we had a lot of fun watching scary movies out in the woods, in our comfy chairs with our blankets and hot cocoa and all of that. So that was really great. And definitely really appreciate doing that. We always watch movies outside. Okay, so up next is our Pink Witch Tarot cards. We only have 3 left. I may be pushing it here, but I really want to finish a challenge because I've got some others that I want to make sure we get to. Fingers crossed, right? Okay, let's see. The potion's essence is 2. Not too bad. All right, the crystal ball of secrets. That sounds ominous. 5. Again, not too bad. 7 total so far. And the Midnight Raven. What do you got for us, Raven? 9. All right. So we've got another 7. Nope, 16. math. Math is not math on today. So that's not too bad, and we finished out this challenge. So let's see what we have so far, or total for this, and see if we can condense down too. I think we definitely can. If I can get my life together here. So this one was a big one. We've been working on this one for a bit, and it had some spicy numbers. So let's go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20. Right? Yeah. 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so we can trade this in for that last 20 there. And we can count it up now. 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 125, 130, 135. Wow, 135 for the Pink Witch Tarot cards. Again, this set I just made for myself. I was just playing around with how to make cards. I think I saw yesterday on a video that Spooky Budgets ended up using these the same artwork. So if you don't know that, like, a lot of us use a kind of a service where we can find artwork like this. So sometimes we find that we end up with the same, using the same stuff unintentionally. But her cards are absolutely beautiful too, and as you know, I'm a fan of her cards, so I'm kind of glad I ended up not putting them in the shop because I don't ever want to have the same product to copy anybody. But I love having them, so I will use them again next year. But if you're interested in a set of cards that looks like that, you might check out Spooky Budgets because I noticed she had one. So, all right, so we said $135, and I don't have anything to paperclip this to. So what we'll do is do a Post-it and a paperclip. All right. Pink Witch Tarot 135. All right. Grab a paperclip. And of course, next week I will have something ready to take place of this one. And I will set this aside for just a little bit. And we will see what else happens during our time together today. All right. Vampire by Our Beautiful Budgets. This was a freebie she sent me in an order. Very grateful for that. So we're going to go ahead and check and see what we can scratch here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How about a 4? And let's do one more. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 and 4 makes 8. We will stop there for now. We have enough time probably to finish this one up easily with the next couple of weeks. All right, so $8 going in, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let's see what we have so far. Well, for one, can definitely condense this down. There's 5 ones, there's a 5, and in all my craziness, can also turn these two 5s in for a 10 if we wanted to, but I only have one left, so I'm not going to. 10, 15, 20, 21, and 22. 22 so far out of 60. All right, so we'll see what happens with that one probably next week. All right, up next is our freebie from Snow Gardener 307. This one came in an order, and it's 75 plus. We only have 2 scratches left. What do you say? We see what we got under there. So this one's a 5. And this one is a 9. So 14. All right. 14 going in. Now, this is a double-sided. A lot of hers are double-sided. That's so cool. But I think since, again, we have some more spooky ones we need to get through before the end of October, for now, we will just do this side. And then we will see another time. Maybe we want to do a coffee binder. Definitely got a coffee binder in my future. We can bring that one back out. So $14. We'll finish this one up. Let's see how much. It should be more than 75. Let's see how it went. All right. Okie dokie. 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88, and 89. Well, that's pretty awesome. $89 on this. Adulting is hard without coffee, and I very much agree with that. I said 89, right? Goodness. 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89. Yep. Short-term memory is not working for me today. Y'all have that when you come back from vacation. It's almost like you need a vacation from your vacation because it was, even though it was relaxing and fun and all that, there was a lot of work. Especially when you're camping. There's a lot of work involved in that. So, wonderful time, but definitely have to kind of recover from it. Okay, so I will definitely have something to replace that next time. So far we have completed 2 challenges. Don't worry, I'll be sure to ring the bell and do the ding ding ding. We're just going to see how the rest of this goes. Okay, so up next is our Ghosty game from Our Beautiful Budgets. We've got a little bit of work to do on this one, so I definitely want to make sure we get to this one. Pull out our cards, and as you may remember, last time I messed up and combined the wrong money into the wrong envelope, but we're just going with it because both of these games that I'm about to play are from Our Beautiful Budgets, so we'll just consider it all part of the same thing. All right, so we're going to put our little scratcher cards here. We've got our bird. This time we're going to start with the bat, and we're going to roll. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's $2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's $1. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's $3. So far, we have not gotten any icons. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got all the way around the board and did not hit any icons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oop! Throwing money around. Okay, $7. Let's see if we can go one more time around. 1, 2. Now, come on. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, crystal ball. We finally got an icon. Find the crystal ball card. What do you say we go ahead and scratch 1? This game is going to end up saving us quite a bit. Okay, $6 going in. So far we've saved $15. I think I'm going to call it good on this one, and we're not going to bother counting this like I said last time because I messed it up. This is not an accurate count of what we've earned in this game so far. It's kind of mixed up with this next one. And what we'll do is when we finish them, we'll just count them both together as one. All right, so moving on, and what I mean by the next game is the Trick or Treat game, also from Our Beautiful Budgets, which is here. in our big binder. And we're actually really close to finishing this up. It looks like we actually only need a couple of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces left to go. And I think for the sake of time, I'll just add those up. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So $8 to complete this game. And what I do here is I'll take $2 and grab this last 10. And as you can see, regardless of which game it came from, we have saved a lot so far in these two games, so that's going to be great. So maybe we can work really hard on that other game, on the ghosty game next week, and see if we can finish all of these up. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and now I realize I missed one more, so we need another dollar. So that was $9 going in to Trick or Treat. All right. Okay, so what's up next? Well, I have, you guys remember last week, the Schoolyard Apocalypse, very stressful game. And last week we ended up, we have 1 minute to cross off as many of these little guys as we possibly can. The font is really hard to read. And by the way, I didn't remember the name. I did put it up in the video, but this is from Kip and Lou's Etsy shop, and I will link it below. It's a lot of fun. Yes, a little stressful, but a lot of fun. All right, so this time I'm going to try. We're going to do 2, 3 dice. We're going to turn to a new page here. Woo! And we're going to tell Siri on my watch that we need a minute timer, and we're going to do our very, very best to cross off as many of these little zombie dudes as we possibly can. It is harder than it looks, I promise. All right. Hey Siri, and we're going to do this. We're just going to leave the marker open. See, we're learning. Hey Siri, set a timer for 1 minute. All right, off we go. All right, 2, 3, and 4. There's a 3, there's a 4, there's a 2. All right, 5, 5, and 1. 5, 5, 1. 5, 6, and 1. There's a 6. There's a 1. There's a 5. 1, 2, and 5. 2, 5, 1. Where's a 1? Where's a 1? There's a 1. All right. 6, 4, and 3. 3, 4, 6. 1, 6, and 2. 2, 1, 6. Hey, are we doing better? 6, 5, and 2. 2, 6, 5. Woo! And that's time. All right, I think we did better this time. Let's see. So the idea is you can save one of two ways on this. You can add up the numbers that are left and save that amount, which we did not do last time. Or we can count the number of zombies we have left and save that amount. So let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, I've already here. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We definitely did better. So we had 14 last time. We only had 11 this time. If I were to add these numbers up, I don't think I would have enough we have enough to play 2 more times before the end of October. So we're going to just say $11 for Schoolyard Apocalypse. All right, so added to our 14 from last time. Actually, take this 5. And now we have 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25 so far in Schoolyard Apocalypse. Super fun, right? So much fun. All right, so we will play that again next week. Try to best our time. All right, here's what we have left. We still have some money, and I definitely feel like we need to make some more progress on this one. So I'm going to bring it back out. This one ended up being quite an undertaking, Brandy, and I really love it, and I enjoy the challenge, but wow. So we need to try to get some more of these scratched off because we're not done playing this game until we have all of these scratchers done. So let's see here. Our little birdie. We'll start with the cat this time. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, the broomstick. Broomstick has only one left, so that's great. Let's see what we got. How about a 7? All right. $7. And we have finished another icon. Finished another card. So we can cross that one off. Let's go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're on to something, a bat, and we've got one icon left on that one. Let's see what he's got in store. 5. All right. Awesome. $5. All right, so let's go again. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's just $2. Let's not forget to cross off our bat. 1, 2, $2. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1. And 1. So we got our potion and we only have 1 left on that one. Let's see what's going on there. How about 4? All right, 4 it is. And another completed card. So we will take this back and take a 5. And cross that one off. All right, and just like that, we're making some progress. All right, 1, 2 is 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 is 2. All right, come on, we need some more. 1 for the bones. Also, only 1 left. See, there we go. All right, 7 for the bones. And another completed card. 5, 6, 7. All right. And just like that, we went from having a long way to go to making some good progress. All right, we still have a little bit. Let's see. Yeah. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kitty cat, kitty cat. Only has 1 left. Look at that. All right. How about a 5? We will take it. All right. Another completed card and 5. Cross off the kitty cat. So that only leaves the candles. And I'm going to make an, ooh, we only have $4. We only have $4. This could be a real risk here I'm taking. Now, let's just call it good. Let's Be patient. I'm not very patient today. We have 2 cards, so we're very close on this game, and I'm feeling good about next week. Instead of ending up with a nasty old IOU, let's just be patient because we couldn't finish anyways. Don't have enough, but we got really, really, really close. So once again, I'm going to just organize this. I am not going to count it because we're basically going to count this one and the trick or treat game together as one for our beautiful budgets. We will see how much Mrs. Brandy's challenges saved us. All right. Okay, so what we have left is $4, and we don't want to have an IOU. So when we have that happen, what we do is we go back here to our roll the dice challenge, which we are using as a catch-all, and we need to find a 4. There is one right here. 4 is a popular number for our catch-all. All right, $4 going in there, and that will keep us from having an IOU. All right, we'll need to condense that down at some point. It's starting to get kind of thick. Okay, so for this week's weekly challenges, that is getting thick. We completed 2 fairly large challenges, so yay us. We need our bell. Ring, ring. All right, ding-a-ling-a-ling. Okay, so that means we need to add $2 to our ding, ding, ding challenge, Donna powered by creativity. We are adding $1 to this for every challenge we complete from now until the end of the year, and it is getting really thick. I also need to condense that one down, so that's exciting. And then I don't seem to have my save to sync or saved. Yeah, I don't have my save to sync folder. So hold please. Okay, sorry about that. Here she is. She had wandered downstairs. Don't ask me why. She just apparently needed to be down there for something. And of course, I didn't have her when I needed her. So she's back here. Save to sync, you see, has all of our October savings challenges in it so far. We will add these 2 lovely challenges to it. And here in a few weeks, we will be counting all that up and allocating it out where it goes. All right, so what do we have left? The next and last thing, perhaps most exciting, is the Christmas box. Yes, I know it doesn't belong in a spooky season challenge video, but I wanted to share with you really quick because we got so close last week. We really did finish all of these, and just really the only thing left was these 100 days before Christmas. And so I made a decision that I would go ahead and just grab the $26 that we needed to complete that and finish it up. How do you feel about that? Because, you know, we've got lots of really fun challenges to do for Christmas, just like we did for spooky season. And I want to make sure that we get to them in a good amount of time. So, Christmas box has been a lot of fun. I'm very excited to see how much it saved us. We are finishing up Christmas box today. Now, this video is already long enough. So, as much as I would very much like to, I don't think we will count this now. And we will save it for our allocation at the end of the month. I know, that's hard. It's hard to be patient. But let me tell you, it will be worth the wait. It'll be worth the wait. We have now officially finished the Christmas box. Ring-a-ling. And I'm going to go ahead, and I know it's actually like several challenges, but I'm going to go ahead and put $1 in the ding, 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 so that we have marked that occasion, okay? So Christmas box is done. We will count that when we do our monthly allocation. All right. Okay. So with that, I have to say that's all I have for you today for our Savings Saturday video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you all had a wonderful week and you have a wonderful weekend ahead of you. Thank you for spending a little bit of that time with me today. If you liked what you saw, please give the video a like. Don't forget to comment with your question about your favorite way to spend a rainy day. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing because we would love to have you join us on this amazing journey. Our next video you will see will be our Monday minis, so be sure to check that out. And until I see you next time, y'all hang in there. Bye.